that great news green screen is fixed. Hey everybody, so we've got plenty of weather to talk about, really starting in the Gulf where we've got this high pressure somewhat pushing some moisture back into Acadiana, which unfortunately means that we will see humid times ahead. Now we've got lots going on the west coast that's going to bring in a cold front later in the weekend, but for now, taking a look locally, look at that. Radar is completely clear. Another beautiful night ahead for Acadiana. We want to enjoy it while we have got it because nobody misses the humidity, I'm sure. Now, we've got a weaker cold front that pushes through. You can see it kind of dissipate, not quite getting here. Keeps a lot of the rain chances much more in Mississippi, Alabama, but there is some possible, prefrontal showers that might occur on Friday, especially with the warm front that's going to push through, warming us up ahead of our big cold front that's going to happen through the weekend. And by Saturday, you see that approaching where the surface low is around St. Louis. That's really strong. The cold front drapes. And all a cold front is really a change in air masses. So you've got much colder air here and a change in wind direction. Then once that passes, it brings that nice cold air mass down to us along with a lot of wind. You see we put there that it's going to be windy, and you can see that on the Gulf how these winds really pick up speed once they hit that water because winds want to flow into the cold front, but temperatures drop quite a bit. You see we're in the 50s now, look, dropping back down into the 40s, even potentially hitting the 30s, and our frost potentially by next Tuesday. So something to look forward to. Gumbo weather, absolutely, and then a nice high pressure settles in, clears out the clouds, leading to some beautiful weather. So here's an overall view of what to expect for those temperatures. Like I said, we have that warm front coming in this weekend, warming us up from higher temperatures than we are right now, looking at around the 80s on Saturday in the hottest part of the day. But look at that, temperatures dropping by Tuesday back down into the 30s. Absolutely beautiful. Nice fall weather, nice, crisp, cool, absolutely beautiful. And then it doesn't last long and we warm back up as we go into next week. When you got a high pressure, you don't have a lot of clouds. It's a lot easier to warm up. Now, with that being said, tonight I talked a little bit about this. Be very mindful of the fog that we're expecting to form. These are very low visibility, so the lower the number, the more impactful you can expect the fog to be, and you can see that here where it's less than a mile of visibility. This is some pretty dense fog, so keep that in mind when you're traveling tomorrow morning. And then tonight, just absolutely beautiful weather, like I said, and we're losing that full moon as well. That was quite beautiful that we had. So there is your 10-day forecast. A high of around 80 expected yet again tomorrow, warming up, like I said, as we go through the weekend. And then temperatures dropping very dramatically after that cold front on Sunday, which thankfully isn't bringing a lot of severe weather with it because it's going to lack some moisture ahead of it. So that's all for your weather update for now. We'll have another one coming up for you in just a little bit.